everybody, and welcome to Racing from Delaware Park on our biggest day of the year, Delaware Handicap Day. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Rich Glazier, and I'm happy to host this card today because it featured the Grade 2 $750,000 82nd running of the Delaware Handicap. 82 runnings, and this will be the 50th one I've seen in person. How about that? How did I miss those first 32? 32, 82, yeah, that's right, 32. Anyway, I wasn't around then, but seen them since 1966, except for the 3 years they ran it at Saratoga, and 1 year I was in Vietnam. But I bet it when I was in Vietnam, and I hit it. Anyway, we'll have that Delaware Handicap later, as well as 4 others Match Race Series stakes races. The track was fast, the turf was firm, the weather was perfect, as it always is on Saturday, but really nice today. So we're going to get to those races in a second, but first we bring down our friend from above, Bungie. There he is. But don't have a lot of time, Bungie. Just give me the horse. This horse running Monday, Ivania is who he likes on the turf on Monday. All right, and away he goes. He's got one today. We'll see how that one does later on, but right now, let's look at the field for the first race. And it was a couple scratches, so really a short field because you had the 1 to 1A, the 2 to 2B. Only 4 betting interests. Here's John Kern with the call.
And they're off. And it's a pretty even start for them all. Toward the outside, Bears Atlantic missed away well. Rushing up down toward the inside, that is Our Sweet Exchange, and with the rail, given a chance quickly. Now wrestles that lead away by a neck. Bears Atlantic Miss racing in second as they move down the back stretch. Our Sweet Exchange is tucked in behind them, followed by Score Early and Often, a gap of 2 lengths to Dancing Cool, and the trailer's Patent for a Dance. A race past the half-mile marker, and given a chance leads it by a neck over Bears Atlantic Mist. Length further back to Score Early and Often, going along in third, followed by Our Sweet Exchange toward the inside, Dancing Cool up on the outside, and Patent for a Dance is way out of it now with 3/8 to go. Score Early and Often on the outside, Bears Atlantic Mist on the inside. The 2-2B entry is going 1-2 right now. Given a chance to drop back with the rail, and Our Sweet Exchange as they head for home. On the front end, Score Early and Often by 2 lengths now. Bears Atlantic Misters drop back just a bit. Up on the outside, Our Sweet Exchange and Dancing Cool on the far outside. It's Score Early and Often by 3 lengths. Looks like they're battling for second right now. Score Early and Often will score early in this one. On the outside, Dancing Cool getting second, followed by Our Sweet Exchange.
If you boxed the entries, you did good. You had 4 out of the 6 horses, and we'll see if it was worth the payoff. 2B was the winner. Score Early and Often with CC Carol Cedeno, our leading jockey, and that one is trained by John Carlisle, Super C Racing Incorporated. 422.40 no-show wagering. Dancing Cool with Cintron, the 1A, 280. The exacta 1060, not bad. I'm telling you, you had 4 out of the 6 horses in that exacta, and you paid 1060. That's not a bad payoff. No try, no super in the opener. Now we get to the turf course, and we'll have a little bit more here, but not overwhelming field. 5 of them to go on the turf, so that's a little disappointing. Scratch the 1A, the 2, the 4, and the 6. The turf is firm. The odds-on favorite is She's Right Again at 4 to 5. Here's John.
And they're off. Lovely Sunset away well. Right there between horses Check Bounce and Billy. She's Right Again moves up into third, followed by Shifra Magician, and Bella Perina settles into fifth as they pass the finish line the first time, with Lovely Sunset showing the way. Leads it by almost a length over Check Bounce and Billy. Down toward the inside, Shifra Magician's going to save all the ground. Caught 4 wide there. Bella Perina now trying to tuck in there as 3 wide around the turn with She's Right Again. Lovely Sunset leads it by almost 2 lengths over Check Bounce and Billy. Opening quarter went in 24-2 as they reach the back stretch. Shifra Magician has the rail, still racing in third with up on the outside. She's Right Again, and Bella Perina is your trailer. As they bound down the backstretch on the front end, it's Lovely Sunset by 3 parts over Check Bounce and Billy. She's right again now into third. Shift from Magician still with a rail run down the backstretch, has saved all the ground so far. And Bella Parina the trailer, but only about 3.5 lengths separates the field. After half in, 48-2, they race into the turn with Lovely Sunset, Check Bounce and Billy, and she's right again. Shift from Magician patiently behind horses, and Bella Parina up on the outside of her. All 5 still with a shot with 3/8 to go. She's right again, circles up on the outside, trying to get that lead. Lovely Sunset has plenty left on the inside to battle back. Then comes Check Bounce and Billy. Shift from Magician has to shift off the rail for clear sailing as they head for home. Still wide open. She's right again. On the outside, Bella Parina. Oh, once again, Shift from Magician needs racing room. They've got a furlong to go, and Bella Parina now to the front. Now Shift from Magician has some room. Begins to rally toward the inside of that one. It's Bella Parina and Shift from Magician. Shift from Magician, despite the trouble.
Wow, determined there because had nowhere to go for a while, but she gets up. Shift for Magician for Jose Garcia in the winner's circle for Lynn Ashby, William Shook, and Mark Ashby, the owners. $23, $7.40 and $4.40. Bella Piranina with Chappie, $523. She's right again with Acosta, $220. The exacta, $121.60. Tried $240.60, double $47. No superfecta. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. Let's stay on the turf here. After that exciting finish, we should have another winner. We do. Scratch the 6 and the 8. So back on the turf they go. And a big favorite. Score when he wants, 1 to 5.
Zips up. We're about set. And they're off. The Mo You Know, Zipman on the outside, down toward the inside. That's Good as Money, and with the rail moving up off the chute, Scores When He Wants. And Scores When He Wants comes out on top by a neck. Right there, Hard Red Candy racing second. Good as Money now tucked in behind that duo, right alongside. That's the Mo You Know. Your trailers into that first turn are Zipman, and at the back of the pack, it's Veneer of Charm. They race around that first turn. Opening quarter went in 24 and 4 comfortable fractions on the front end. For your leader, that's Hard Red Candy by a length and a quarter. Scores When He Wants racing in second. Up on the outside, the Mo You Know is third. Then a gap of 2.5 lengths further back. Moving up toward the inside, Veneer of Charm. Good as Money's dropped back a bit. And Zipman is your trailer. About 6 or 7 lengths separates the field as they make their way down the backstretch. Hard Red Candy still by about a length and a quarter. Right there, Scores When He Wants in second. Up on the outside, the Mo You Know. Veneer of Charm moving closer toward the inside. Zipman looking to advance with Good as Money on the outside. They cover the half in 49 and 3. It's still rather cozy on the front end. And that leader now being challenged on the inside. Hard Red Candy on the outside. Scores When He Wants. 2 lengths to Veneer of Charm, who's advanced on the inside. Looking for room as Zipman in between horses. Now has to wait. Angles to the inside as they turn for home. Hard Red Candy on the inside. Scores When He Wants on the outside. Veneer of Charm is circling up now. Major threat. Followed by Zipman. Veneer of Charm on the outside engaging. Scores When He Wants. But Veneer of Charm now begins to edge away. Scores When He Wants, trying to hang on to second. Zipman's making a run for that spot, but not for the W. That's going to be Veneer of Charm and J.D. Acosta by about 4 lengths. Zipman up for second over Scores When He Wants.
How about that Veneer of Charm, who's bred for the turf but has been jumping, been on doing the hurdles, and not very successfully. Decided, hey, I like this without having to jump, and goes all the way to win for Veneer of Charm. J.D. It cost you if you didn't bet on Acosta. Ricky Hendricks having a great meet. Rosebriar Farm, the owner. $46.80, $14.80, and $4. Zipman gets up to beat the favor for second, costing me an exacta. Adamar Santos up 480 to 10. Score When He Wants at 1 to 5 was third with Centeno. 210. Exacta 181 to try 321.80. Double 446.80. Pick 3 449. And a super 618.30. So an upset in the third. Fourth race starts 5 straight stakes races. This is the $100,000 guaranteed Dashing Beauty Stakes, part of the Mid-Atlantic Thoroughbred Championship Series. Only 5 of them competed. the even money favorite, Bronx Beauty, who beat 3 of these last time out in the race at Penn National. Let's go to John.
Who's in? We're about ready. And they're off. In the Dashing Beauty, and Bronx Beauty jumps right out to the lead. On the inside, La Weekend, Ms. Locust Point. Up on the far outside, Yorkie Poo Princess, followed by Last True Love in between horses as they make their way down the back stretch. Bronze Beauty on the inside, Ms. Locust Point on the outside, and those two are going at it in a match race and a match series race. A gap of 3.5 lengths to Yorkie Poo Princess, followed by La Weekend, and Last True Love. The gray has dropped back to last. Opening quarter went in 22 seconds flat as they race into the turn. Bronx Beauty has given way to Ms. Locust Point. Ms. Locust Point leads it now by 2. Bronx Beauty set to come back for more. Yorkie Poo Princess racing in third, followed by La Weekend and Last True Love. They're racing single file around the bend. Ms. Locust Point leads it by 1.25 lengths. Ortiz now asking for Bronx Beauty to re-rally. 5 lengths further back to Yorkie Poo Princess. Right now, this is a real match race as they hit from Ms. Locust Point well off the rail. Ortiz angles to the inside, and Bronx Beauty's trying to come on. These two are going to fight it out just like in the previous race. It's Ms. Locust Point and Bronx Beauty. Ms. Locust Point and Vargas trying to hold off Bronx Beauty, who's coming on the inside for Ortiz. Ms. Locust Point, Bronx Beauty to the line. Another thriller, and once again, Bronx Beauty gets up to beat Ms. Locust Point.
Hey, that was an exciting one, and the favorite prevailed, Bronx Beauty, for Jose Ortiz, the top jockey in the country in earnings. And here he was down here at Delaware today to ride in these races, and he gets the money in the Dashing Beauty. Anthony Morgado Jr. for 2W Stables LLC. 420, 220, 210. Ms. Locust Point, a game second with Vargas, 260, 210. The Weekend with Cintron, $8. Exacta 680, try 60, 80, double 88. Pick 3, 590, 180. Pick 4, look at that, $1,130.10, and there was no superfecta. Next race is also part of the match series, the Just a Kiss Stakes. This one for fillies and mares going along on the turf. 100,000 guaranteed. Scratch the 1, scratch the 3, and a big favorite again, Capla Temptress at 2 to 5. Bungie's horses the 5, Lift Up.
We're about set. And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Unbridled Escape down toward the inside. Quick Witted is there, moving up on the outside. Monte Krista, Drop Dead Red looking for a spot. No real pace right now, and Unbridled Escape's going to inherit an easy lead in the first furlong. Jose Betancourt will slow this one down a little bit there, and breezing past this first time. It is Unbridled Escape now, has some company from Drop Dead Red and Monte Krista. Quick Witted down toward the inside, going along in fourth as they race into the turn. Good roll right alongside Capla Temptress, and on the inside of that one, Lift Up. The favorites at the back of the pack. As they curl around that clubhouse turn, the Grand Unbridled Escape leads it by 1.25 lengths. Right there, Drop Dead Red racing second, opening quarter 25-1. They straighten away, then a gap of about 3 lengths further back to Monte Krista going along in third. Good roll, moving up on the outside. Quick Witted next in line, and still the favorites Lift Up and Capla Temptress at the back of the pack. The tempo has not been all that fast either. Half in 49-2. Unbridled Escape trying to wire the field, leads it by a length. Right there in second, Drop Dead Red in a good spot. 2 lengths to Monte Krista. Good roll next to line. Then comes Quick Witted. Capla Temptress and Lift Up will have to do more as they race into the turn with 3/8 to go. Unbridled Escape trying to steal this one. Right there, Drop Dead Red still racing second into the turn. Then comes Monte Krista and Good Roll. Quick Witted moves up on the inside, and now Ortiz has got the favorite going. Capla Temptress picking off horses one by one, circling up on the far outside, but they've still got the long shot. Unbridled Escape to catch. Quick Witted cuts that corner. Capla Temptress also right there. It's Monte Krista. It looks like maybe down to 2. It's Capla Temptress and Ortiz on the inside. Quick Witted is trying to slip on through there. Also right there, it's Monte Krista, but it's Capla Temptress. Late charge from Lift Up, but it's not going to be enough. Capla Temptress, Jose Ortiz takes this one by.
And Jose Ortiz scores again. He's making it worthwhile to come down from the Spa. His second win. Hall of Fame Kentucky Derby winning trainer Bill Mott for the Juddmonte Farms Incorporated, famous ownership there. 280, 210, 210. Lift Up for Dickinson and Joe Bravo. Closed nicely for second. Couldn't beat that winner. The winner was too good. So Bungie gets another second. 240 to 10. Quick Witted with Cintron 280. Why was Bungie picking against a 1 to 5 shot? The Exacta 540. That was a cold Exacta, I think, but 540 don't get you much. The try 18.20. The double $8. The pick 3 116.30. And the super with the 8 27.90. The stakes continue. This the Hockessin. Scratch the 1 Colonel Sharp. Only a 4-horse field to compete in this one.
And they're off. In the Hockessin, it's a good start for them all. Altissimo, Arthur's Hope away well, Always Sunshine, and up on the outside, No Dozing. Nobody's given an inch here in the first furlong. Altissimo on the inside, trying to push past the others. Arthur's Hope is right there. Up on the outside, it's No Dozing and Always Sunshine as they race toward the half-mile marker. Altissimo leads it now by length over Arthur's Hope. Length further back to Always Sunshine and No Dozing up alongside of that one as they race into the turn. Opening quarter, a swift 21-3 Altissimo. The Ohio Invader is going to try and take him wire to wire. Leads it by 2.5 lengths. No Dozing up on the outsides. 3 wide around the bend. Always Sunshine between horses. And dropping back just a bit, Arthur's Hope. It's Altissimo. They've got to catch. They've got a quarter to go. No Dozing on the outside. Always Sunshine angles to the inside. Lots of room on the inside as your leader gets well off the rail. Altissimo still leads it after a half in. 44-2. Altissimo on the inside. It's Always Sunshine. No Dozing on the outside. Both trying to go by, but Altissimo is digging in, and she's not giving it up. Altissimo is going to take him virtually gate to wire in the Hockessin. Wins it, drawing away by 5. No Dozing up for second. Always Sunshine.
How about that? The Ohio bred Altissimo loves the win. That's his 16th lifetime win. Usually it's against Ohio breds at Thistledown, Mahoney Valley. What's it called? Mahoning Valley, right, and Belterra. But gets the job done here in the Mid-Atlantic Thoroughbred Championship for Christian Polaris and trainer Richard Zielinski, the owner Nancy Lavrich, and Ronald Zielinski. 860, 320. No Dozing was second with Centeno, 240. Exacta 2460, double, no try. Double 1740, pick 3 3710, and no superfecta. We're cruising right along on Del Cap Day. We're up to the 7th race, the 4th of the 4 match series races. This is the Glasgow Stakes on the turf. Scratch the 2, scratch the 3, and scratch the 11. 4 to 5 favorite was the 6 Parlor.
Now they've settled down, and they're off in the Glasgow. Noble Addiction breaks well on the inside. Abiding Star shooting for that lead where he likes to be on the front end and really doesn't have much company right now, and he'll settle in nicely. Abiding Star, Carol Cedeno, nicely moves to the lead and the rail and will dictate that tempo as they race into the turn. Square Shoot on the outside of Noble Addiction. Then comes Perrette next in line, racing in 4th. Parlor saving ground under Ortiz with the rail in 5th, and O Dionysus as they make their way around the bend, followed by Celebration and completing pass toward the inside as they race toward the backstretch. Opening quarter goes in 26 seconds flat, and Abiding Star couldn't have written it any better. Leads it by 2 lengths. With Noble Addiction racing second, Square Shooter alongside in third, then a gap of 2.5 lengths further back to Parrot in 4th. Parlor toward the inside, followed by O Dionysus. And then comes Celebration, and the trailer still completing pass as they cover the half in 50-1. They sped things up that quarter, but that's still breezing for Abiding Star on the front end. Leads it by 1.25 lengths. Noble Addiction still stalking in second, followed by Square Shooter on the inside. Parrot is moving closer. Parlor has more to do. O Dionysus toward the outside, trying to rally. Then comes Celebration and completing pass, turning for home. They've got their work cut out if they're going to catch Abiding Star today. The 6 furlongs goes in 1:14 flat. Abiding Star still to catch. Parrot moves up on the inside of horses, followed by Parlor with the rail. And now it's Parrot to the front. Parrot leads it by 3 parts of a length. Abiding Star is trying to battle back, but it's Parrot edging away. Abiding Star will hold on a second. Parlor a late closing third, followed by Square Shooter.
And it was Parlor taking that one, the favorite, for Jose Ortiz, his 3rd winner of the day. Parlor, trained by Eddie Keneally, Anderson Stables, LLC. 360, 280, 220. Abiding Star ran a game second with Cedeno, 880, 480. Perret. John was calling the winner, but you can see how you can mess up there. Parlor Perret. So let's cut him a break. He's called thousands of races. I can count on one hand the times he's called the wrong name. But Perret was third with Centeno, $7 to show. The exact to $30.80 to try. 172.80 the double, 22.40 the pick three, 20.30, and the super with the 8, 384.60. All right, the match races are done, and now we're at the big one, the 82nd running of the Grade 2, $750,000 guarantee, Delaware Handicap. It's one of my favorite races of all time. I can remember what happened in most of them. And we got lucky. Sometimes you get no big names and you get 12 of them. Sometimes you get Songbird, the biggest filly in the country, and you get 4 horses. Today we got Elate, one of the biggest fillies and mares in the country, and we still got a 9-horse field. The one, another broad, is trained by Todd Pletcher, who's won 4 Delaware handicaps. Gotham Gala won the Obey of this prep for this. Wire to Wire will try to do it again, I'm sure. Escape Clause, what a Cinderella story she is. She's from Manitoba, races at Assiniboia. She's won a million races, 20 races in her career, and she's proven to be capable of running with this class. Tyler Bays comes in to ride for the first time ever at Delaware Park. Queen Nakia is one of the local horses. Promise of Spring has competed against some good ones. Blue Prize gets a favorable weight shift from Elate off the race at Churchill. Elate won this race last year and is one of the best mares in the country. Vent to Go taking a shot here, the long shot, as is Good One Honey. So there they are, the 9 on the go, the 1.25 mile Delaware handicap. Here's John Kern with the call.
Set. And they're off in the Delaware handicap. Gotham Gala gets away well. Escape Clause going right with her off that chute up on the outside. Elate is looking for a spot. Will find one. As they come down the home stretch for the first time, Gotham Gala goes right to the rail, leads it by 2 lengths. Escape Clause under a nice hold. Elate behind her, up on the far outside, Good One Honey. Toward the inside, Queen Nakia, as they make their way past the finish line the first time, with Gotham Gala showing the way by a length and a half. Escape Clause is right there with Good One Honey. Queen Nakia has the inside track. Elate is settled nicely in the 5th. Vent to Go's 3 wide. Down to the inside, Promise of Spring saving ground nicely. Blue Prize in between horses, and another broad is at the back. They make their way around the first turn. Opening quarter goes in 24 seconds flat, and on the front end, Gotham Gala by 2 lengths. Escape Clause is right there in second. Up on the outside, Good One Honey, followed by Queen Nakia. Elate is in between horses now moving to the outside as they make their way down the backstretch. Toward the inside, Promise of Spring continues to hug the rail. They've gone the opening half in 48 seconds flat. Identical quarters as they race toward the half-mile marker, with Gotham Gala on the front end by a length and 3/4. Escape Clause right there in second. 2 lengths to Good One Honey. On the inside, Promise of Spring moving up with the rail. Elate's going to be up there 4 wide. In between horses, Blue Prize also moving up there, followed by another broad, and now dropping out of it is Vent to Go. They've gone the 6 furlongs in 12-1. It's been a good, solid, even tempo as they race into the turn set by Gotham Gala. Escape Clause is still stalking, and now here comes Jose Ortiz and Elate, and the 3 favorites are going to go at it as they race around the bend. It's going to be Elate and Escape Clause going head-to-head. Blue Prize is trying to kick it in 3rd, hanging in there. Gotham Gala looks like a 2-horse affair right now, and Elate has taken over as they turn for home. The game Escape Clause is trying to fight back. They went the mile in 1:36.4. Elate and Jose Ortiz begins to draw away. Escape Clause couldn't sustain her move. Next in line, Blue Prize trying to make a bid for that 2nd spot, but it's all Elate down the stretch. Jose Ortiz and Billy Mott back-to-back Delaware handicaps. She's in hand in the final 50 yards. Tight for 2nd with Escape Clause and Blue Prize in a photo for 2nd.
She's up at the wire. Elate just dominates a good field. She's a special mare. Jose Ortiz is fourth winner of the day. I said to him after the race in the winner's circle, "You've won 4, Jose. You want to pick up a mount in the Arabian race coming up?" He chuckled. Anyway, Bill Mott, the Hall of Fame Kentucky Derby winning trainer, wins his 4th Del Cap, the time with Pletcher and Henry Clark. Claiborne Farm and Adele Deichschneider, the owners. 260, 210, 210. Escape Clause a game second with Tyler Bay. She ran her eyeballs out. 340, 240. Blue Prize with Bravo, 210. They ran about the way they figured to run. 1120, $16 for the try. Double 540. Pick 3, 2230. Pick 4, 3310. Pick 5, 119 even. Super with the 2, 3160. Ninth and final was the Arabian Race. Scratch the 1A. We had a couple first-time starters in there, but the favorite was RB Texas Hold'em.
And they're off. And the Delaware Park Arabian Derby. Looked like the 4 Risky Tie got away very slowly from the gate. Is already about 8 lengths behind the field. From the outside, RB Texas Hold'em looking to ease over and get that lead, and will do so rather easily as they come down the home stretch the first time. Dance With Me moves off the rail now, up on the outside, Uptown Cruise Director, as they come toward the finish line the first time. And the 2 first-timers are at the back of the pack. Big Zell and Risky Tide. Let's see if they can keep pace for the rest of the field there. It looks dubious at this point. Opening quarter goes in 27-1. RB Texas Hold'em on the inside. Dance With Me, and up on the outside, Uptown Cruise Director. Those 3 were across the track entering the turn. Now Texas Hold'em is edged away by 2 lengths over Dance With Me. Uptown Cruise Director and far back to Big Zell and Risky Tide, who trail some 15 lengths behind the top 3. Half in 55 seconds flat as they make their way down the backstretch, and RB Texas Hold'em by 2 lengths over Dance With Me. Uptown Cruise Director still right there in third, and the 2 first-timers really struggling at the back of the pack. They make their way toward the half-mile marker, and RB Texas Hold'em and J.D. Acosta on the front end by almost 2 lengths over Dance With Me as they approach the half-mile marker. Uptown Cruise Director still right there in third. The other 2 are way back. Then with the 6 furlongs in 1:22-2, a half mile remains. Still a 3-horse affair. All 3 still have a shot, but RB Texas Hold'em has all the cards. Leads it by a length over Dance With Me. Uptown Cruise Directors right there in third as they race around the bend. RB Texas Hold'em by 3 parts. Dance With Me, the fillies hanging in there. Now trying to cut that margin down, followed by Uptown Cruise Director, who's trying to keep pace there but can't quite keep up with a quarter to go. RB Texas Hold'em now under a drive by J.D. Acosta. Now opens up about a length and a half on Dance With Me as they turn for home. RB Texas Hold'em in front by 2. Dance With Me can't cut that margin. Uptown Cruise Director easily second, or make that third best as they make their way down the lane. On the front end, RB Texas Hold'em in front by 3.5 lengths, and that's the way they're going to finish. RB Texas Hold'em.
And the favorite's going to win that Delaware Park Arabian Derby. Texas Hold'em for J.D. Acosta, Nicole Ruggieri, and Byerly Racing LLC. $3, 210, 210. Dance With Me, 210, 210. Uptown Cruise Director, 210. Exacta 540, try 720, double 460, pick 3, 570. And no superfecta. And that does it for Del Cap Day. Last week on Delaware Oaks Day, we did 2.8. We did 2.8 again, but a little bit about 19,000 more than last Saturday. So thank you very much for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the day. We're back in action on Monday. Good night.